This is the Shark AV2310AE Matrix Self-Emptying Robot Vacuum. And honestly, it's hard not to notice this one thanks to its unique look and all the features crammed into this compact design. When I first unboxed the Shark Matrix, I was pretty impressed by its appearance. It's got a sleek, modern design with a black and brass color theme that looks surprisingly classy for a robot vacuum. The top has a slightly raised LiDAR sensor, covered with a metallic-looking plate, which gives it a bit of a high-tech vibe, but still feels sturdy and practical in your hands. The body itself is made from dense, high-grade plastic that feels durable, not flimsy at all, and the rubber wheels make it look premium. Even though this robot vacuum comes with a self-emptying base, it's not as bulky as I expected. The base is bagless, which is a huge plus for me, and probably for anyone who doesn't want to keep buying disposal bags. The whole setup blends into my living room without screaming, "Hey, I'm a cleaning gadget." From my experience, setting up the Shark Matrix couldn't have been easier. I honestly felt a bit anxious, worrying that connecting the robot to the app and getting it mapped out would be a long, complicated process. I was wrong. All I had to do was plug in the base, set the robot on its dock, and download the SharkClean app. Connecting through Wi-Fi took just a couple minutes, and as soon as it was connected, the robot jumped right into mapping my home. For anyone new to robot vacuums, mapping means the robot learns the layout of your home using sensors and LiDAR, so it can clean in an organized way instead of bumping around randomly. What surprised me is that you actually don't need to use the app at all if you just want a quick clean. The clean button is right on top, and there's another button to send it back to its charging base. But honestly, I'd recommend using the app anyway. Mapping was super quick and straightforward. The robot navigated around my furniture, learned the rooms, and created a map in the app in maybe 15 minutes. I could even label rooms and set no-go zones, which comes in handy for messy corners. Now let's get into the cleaning part, the real reason I brought this robot home. This vacuum seriously sucks up debris, and I mean that as a compliment. My house gets a lot of foot traffic, pets, shoes, snack crumbs, you name it. After the first full clean, I checked the internal dustbin and was amazed at just how much dirt, hair, and grit it collected. The multi-surface brush roll actually picked up everything from pet hair on my rugs to cereal and dirt on my hardwood. It transitions easily from carpet to hard floors without getting hung up, which matters to me since I have both in my place. One of the key features Shark advertises for this vacuum is something called Matrix Clean. It sounds fancy, but let me break it down. Matrix Clean basically means the robot cleans each area using a grid pattern, and then passes over high-traffic spots multiple times. The idea is to catch any dirt or dust that might be missed on the first try. It's perfect for spots like entryways or kitchens that always need extra attention. I tested this right by my front door, an area that's constantly messy. The Shark Matrix made several passes, and the floor felt super clean to the touch afterward. I wouldn't say the Matrix Clean feature is exclusive though. Most decent robot vacuums these days clean each spot more than once with the right setting. But I do like how Shark makes it easy to target problem areas in the app. For me, the self-emptying feature is a total game changer, especially with pets. The robot's dustbin isn't huge, but when it fills up, the robot heads back to its base and empties the debris automatically into the bigger compartment in the dock. The base holds up to 45 days worth of dirt, according to Shark. I haven't had the vacuum that long yet, but so far, after 2 weeks of heavy use, I haven't needed to empty it. And because the dock is bagless, all I have to do is open the top, dump it in the trash, and pop it back on. No extra bags, nothing to buy, and no dealing with clouds of dust. Battery life is another thing I was interested in. In max mode, I get just over an hour, enough to tackle my living room, bedrooms, and hallway. If you use eco mode, Shark says it can last up to 3 hours. I usually stick to standard or max because I want a deep clean, and I'm happy with the runtime. Anytime the battery gets low mid-cycle, the vacuum heads home, recharges, and then picks up right where it left off. I don't have to babysit it at all. Let's talk about the app experience too. The SharkClean app is honestly one of the easiest I've used. I like being able to schedule automatic cleanings every day or target certain rooms whenever they needed a touch-up. If I spilled something under the dining table, I could just tap that area on the app and the robot would hustle over. It even works with Amazon Echo, but I haven't tried that yet. Now, even with all the things I like, I'll be real, the Shark Matrix is not perfect. From my experience, the obstacle avoidance is a bit basic. During its mapping run, the vacuum got stuck on the base of my C-shaped side table. Smaller objects, power cords, and even my dog's chew toy have stopped it in its tracks. I found myself doing a quick sweep before runs, picking up little things so the robot wouldn't get caught. It's not a big deal. But if you have a lot of random cables or toys, you might need to tidy up a bit before using it, at least until you set up all your no-go zones in the app. Another thing is the internal filter and brushes. The filter needs regular cleaning, and it gets dirty fast, especially with pets. I wish the filter was easier to swap out, but it's washable, so at least I'm not buying new filters all the time. The brush roll can also get tangled up with longer hair. It's not worse than other robot vacuums, but I want to be upfront that you'll need to keep up with maintenance if you want the vacuum to work well long-term. A small issue for me is the spot cleaning feature. It works, but it isn't always perfect. If I rearrange furniture or move chairs, the robot occasionally skips small areas, probably because its map is a bit off. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something I noticed in daily use. As for noise, the Shark Matrix is generally quiet, even in higher power mode. My pets aren't bothered at all, and I can have a conversation while it's running. But when it empties itself, the dock is pretty loud for a few seconds. Think of it like a quick whoosh, then silence again. Also, if your HVAC vents or floor transitions are metal, you'll hear a bit of extra noise when the robot crosses them. Now let me try to sum things up. In conclusion, I'd recommend this for anyone looking for a solid, convenient robot vacuum and doesn't want to hassle with bags or spend forever on setup. The Shark AV2310AE Matrix really does a great job with daily cleaning, especially for pet hair and busy hallways, and the mapping and scheduling features save a ton of time. The self-emptying bin is a massive plus, and being bagless is just easier for me, both in terms of cost and maintenance. Sure, I'd like to see improvements in obstacle avoidance and maybe an even easier way to maintain the filter, but overall, I'm satisfied. If you have lots of small objects on floors or a house full of cables, just know you'll need to pick up a few things or set up no-go zones. From my experience, it's reliable, and my home has definitely gotten cleaner with the Shark Matrix on the job. If you're thinking about getting a robot vacuum for the first time, or you just want something easy to use and maintain, I think this one is worth considering. And if you already have one, I'd love to hear what you think, or if you have any tips for getting the most out of it. Let me know your experiences or questions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more quick reviews like this. Thank you for watching.